This is Nightline.
Tonight, the rise of stay-at-home dads.
I refer to him as the CEO of Team Davis.
Behind powerful women, a growing number of men, including big stars, taking a step back from their own career to run the show at home.
Do you feel judged?
I don't, honestly. I've come to own it from the very beginning.
Just don't call them Mr. Mom.
Where's Bobby keep the extra diapers?
You push back against terms like Mr. Mom or house husband.
Plus, Bryce Dallas Howard, the star of The Help.
Oh, how's as good as always, Minnie? I'm glad you like it.
And Jurassic World.
I never thought it was going to work out for me as an actor.
Putting on her director's hat for a new documentary about our furry friends.
They're like magical beings sent down here to help us live our life.
Oh, beauty.
Plus, what she says about fulfilling a dream of working with her father, Ron Howard, if they can just figure out who'll be on which side of the camera.
He's like, no, you'll direct me. I'll act in your thing, Bryce.
And
the Dallas Wings select
the WNBA Draft.
Paige Beckers.
The night of dreams coming true, where college basketball superstars are heading to play in the big league.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Good evening, thank you for joining us. There's an old saying, behind every good man is a good woman. But a growing number of households are flipping the script, with dad stepping away from being the breadwinner and instead becoming the stay-at-home parent. Here's my Nightline co-anchor, Juju Chang.
I refer to him as the CEO of Team Davis. You look after our finances, operations, logistics.
And who makes dinner?
Both of us. I wouldn't.
And then who does the dishes?
There's no ratio there. That's 100% me. Yeah.
Stephen and Janelle Davis don't run a typical household.
We don't need to make any changes to it.
While Janelle leads her team as chief commercial officer of baby stroller brand Bugaboo,
This taupe color, everyone's responding really well to it, I think because it's gender neutral.
Stephen is at home, working just as hard. As more women reach the highest rungs of the corporate ladder, increasingly by their side, husbands like Stephen, taking a step back from their own careers to care for their families.
You have a graduate degree, you were in supply chain management, you had a career. What was the hardest part of stepping away from your career?
Just the unknown. You don't really know what it's going to be like. Figuring out a routine, balancing the housework with childcare. So it was a good challenge.
In what ways has this choice helped your career?
I think that I'm fully focused when I'm at work because I know that my family is sorted.
The Davis family is part of a growing trend in the U.S. A recent study found that nearly 1 in 5 stay-at-home parents is the dad.
We see a lot of trad wives on TikTok, and we see this throwback to the stay-at-home mom perfection, and we're seeing more stay-at-home dads as well. What makes me happy is that more people are having choice.
Some have dubbed these kinds of dads house husbands.
You push back against terms like Mr. Mom or house husband.
Because it's disparaging. It sort of minimizes what you're doing.
In pop culture, stay-at-home dads are often portrayed as bumbling, fumbling figures.
Where's Bobby keep the extra diapers?
From Michael Keaton ironing a grilled cheese sandwich in Mr. Mom.
How'd it go in there?
I missed.
What does that mean?
I missed.
To Eddie Murphy, babysitting toddlers in daddy daycare. But now famous men from David Beckham to Doug Emhoff are gladly stepping away from their careers to support their families in other ways.
To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much.
Maroon 5's Adam Levine speaking on The Ellen DeGeneres Show after quitting The Voice in 2019.
Just to be able to kind of stop in this moment to spend time with my new young family and just have the greatest time ever. Now I'm just like a stay-at-home dad.
Even younger stars like Tom Holland telling Men's Health magazine earlier this year, when I have kids, you will not see me in movies anymore.
When you're out with friends and you're out with, alpha males who are, hard-charging career people, do you feel judged?
I don't, honestly. I've come to own it from the very beginning. Sometimes I have hesitations on how to explain what do I do all day, because some people might have a perception that I'm just folding towels all day.
Now he's out and about picking up their 7-year-old daughter and 4-year-old son from school, teaching them to ride bikes,
Yeah!
And helping with homework.
Guys van de leed gehoord?
All in Steven's native language, Dutch.
Ja, wat is hier op dit plaatje?
He has a special connection with our children, and I'm grateful for that. While his contribution to our family is not in the financial sense, it's really in his presence, his stability, the joy that they feel.
The Tavises say they've had no regrets since making the decision 4 years ago. They say they realize their family is lucky to be able to afford to live on just one income.
Have you felt the need to cut corners financially because you don't have two income streams?
When we ran the numbers, we also saved money by not having childcare, right? Like I was the childcare, so we didn't have to make huge sacrifices in terms of like lifestyle. But again, we were never really leading a flaunting lifestyle, I think. So,
for you, what was the hardest part of making this decision?
Honestly, that I felt like I was missing out a little bit.
Janelle says she works to maximize her time with her family, leaving the office by 4:30 each day and putting her phone away until 8.
Did you have a good day? Yeah.
That fully helps me be present mom, do what I need to do at work, guide my team, come back home, cherish the time with my family.
They say the decision has had a positive impact on their kids.
What do you think you're modeling for both your daughter and for your son?
Probably to not focus too much on gender roles and more so like, hey, we are a team, right?
I don't think that they have even an association of these are mom jobs and these are dad jobs.
In fact, one study found that when fathers did more equitable housework at home, daughters in particular expressed a greater interest in working outside the home and having a less stereotypical occupation.
Thank you everyone for coming. This is our biggest Company of Dads meetup ever.
Paul Sullivan, a dad of 3 daughters, has created a community for what he calls lead dads.
We define a lead dad as the go-to parent, whether he works full-time, part-time, or devote all of his time to his family. We say, in many cases, he's there to support his wife or partner, whatever they're doing.
After quitting his job as a New York Times columnist, he founded the Company of Dads in 2022, a networking group for fathers, working or not, in similar situations.
There's a lot of stigmas surrounding stay-at-home dads.
There's power in numbers, right? And just being able to have people to like connect with.
More dads need to be aware and need to be comfortable with the idea of taking on a role of just being a dad.
When did you recognize the need for a Company of Dads?
When I went online and I saw like there are tons of resources for moms. All the resources for parents were really aimed at moms.
Did you ever try to join one of the other parenting groups or the ones that were primarily female?
I went to the University of Chicago for graduate school, pretty great school. I had a better shot of getting into the University of Chicago than I do to get into the Facebook Moms group in my town.
Paul says he began prioritizing family over work around 2013, so his wife Laura could focus on building her own asset and wealth management firm.
There's this fear when you're a working mom that you're neglecting the kids.
Because there's a guilt. There's a built-in guilt. But at the end of the day, if you have a good partnership and you can encourage your spouse to take on more of the second shift, I call it, then it actually works for a better marriage.
I think it's important to point out, too, that oftentimes equal partnership at home leads to better relationships, even better sex lives. Over time, when you're both contributing to the house, when you're both contributing to caregiving, neither one of you is going to feel bitter or resentful towards each other.
What's it like being the devoted wife, supporting your husband's lead parenting career? What makes you proud of him for doing that?
That he's doing something that is not normalized yet and trying to blaze a trail for, selfishly, my girls as women. It's hard. I work in an industry that is really hard for women to be in. So I celebrate that.
Back in New York City, Stephen Tavis says his role as a stay-at-home father has helped him reconnect with himself.
During my son's nap times, I would spend time on a children's book that I wrote and illustrated with my wife. The story is about a dog who's comparing himself to others. The same way as I never made my job my identity, I didn't want me being a dad just being my full identity.
Do you see yourself returning to a more traditional career down the road?
Never say never, but right now I'm just kind of living in the present, how cliche that may sound, and really enjoying this.
The children sense that. He's so proud of what he does. He's so happy. We've made this work.
Our thanks to Juju. When we come back, She ran from prehistoric creatures in Jurassic World. Now Bryce Dallas Howard is taking a turn behind the camera, like her famous dad, Ron Howard. Why she says there might be a father-daughter collaboration in their future. Welcome back. Bryce Dallas Howard has acted, directed, and grew up with a big-time showbiz father, Ron Howard. You might be used to seeing her on the silver screen, but turns out she likes stepping behind the camera just as much as being in front of it. Here's Nightline's Ashin Singh.
Bryce Dallas Howard, welcome to Nightline.
Thank you so much for having me. This means so much to me.
I've got to ask you, because I was surprised to learn just how many directorial credits you had in addition to your robust acting career.
Thank you.
Which came first? Was it the acting panache or was it the directorial brain for Bryce?
Directing.
Directing, really?
Yeah. But people don't know that. No, I never thought it was going to work out for me as an actor. I was really surprised, kind of, when M. Night Shyamalan cast me in The Village, and I was like, oh, it's happening.
You have kindness in your voice. I did not expect that.
But now fans know you from acting in roles like in the Jurassic World franchise. We're talking about Argyle, talking about Rocket Man. Is there a role that stands out to you over the course of your career?
My first job, The Village, changed my life. Absolutely changed my life. But also Lacey Pound, a character that I played in Black Mirror. I did an episode of Black Mirror called Nosedive.
I've called security.
Oh, no, please don't do that. I'm a 5-starring you. 5 stars.
What's the issue here, Hannah? Intimidation and profanity.
Oh, no. I was not intimidating.
Don't speak, ma'am.
I was just trying to...
That was it was sort of a little ahead of its time, as Black Mirror
It was
is.
like the iconic social media episode.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, no, I remember being spooked.
Yeah. So that character definitely resonated with me. But also Jurassic, I just feel very lucky, honestly. Jurassic was the first movie that when I was in a theater watching it, opening weekend, I burst into tears because of the CG. Honestly, it was
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Because I was like, oh, they did it. Photorealistic dinosaurs, they did it, And I was 12 at the time. So, I love storytelling, I love the movies, but directing, what's interesting is I love acting, and I want to always keep acting, but directing has definitely become, in some ways, my primary focus.
And speaking of directing, you've got a new documentary that's coming out on Disney+. It's called Pets. But before I ask you about it, let's take a look at a clip.
Go.
I put her on the kayak. We would paddle a little bit. The problem is that at the beginning, she got a bit seasick. At that moment, I found a fisherman that had plenty of dogs. And the fisherman told me, you don't have to worry about anything. The dog will understand soon enough that you're going on the sea. She will overcome the seasickness because she wants to be with you.
Bryce, this documentary was adorable. I remember sitting here watching it with my dog, Chef, and we were both, in our fields watching it with bated breath.
Oh, thank you.
What drew you to this project?
I think it was the feels, honestly.
You got me.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad, especially that you watch it with your dog. I love watching pet content online. And when I was doing a documentary called Dads, I was like, we have got to do this, but with pets, we must.
You mentioned the documentary Dads, and in that documentary it features your dad, Oscar-winning director and actor Ron Howard, who's a producer on this film as well.
Yeah.
What's it like working with Pops?
You know what? It's so interesting because I think about working with him as if I'm an actor and he's a director, and that hasn't happened yet. I haven't had a speaking role or anything in anything that he's done, and I would love to.
Is that the dream?
Oh, that's totally the dream. That's completely the dream. But now my dad is I'm 44 and I'm okay, TikTok, let's get let's work together, right?
Come on, Pops.
Yeah, let's do this. And now he's like, no. You'll direct me. I'll act in your thing, Bryce.
In winter.
So much about this documentary is appreciating those friendships that we do have with our pets. Did making this documentary sort of change the way you view your own animals?
What I learned while making Pets, 40% of households in the US have someone under the age of 18 living in them. 70% of households have a pet living in them. So there are more people who can actively, way more people who can actively relate to having a pet in their home than having a child. When I ask people about their pets, you see a side of them that you otherwise might not see. And it's a side of their humanity. And that's a really beautiful thing.
And one of the things that stood out to me was just how much, you take those little moments for granted when you sit and watch your dog just sleeping right next to you as you're watching a documentary like this one. Did it change how you interact with your pets on a day-to-day?
Something that I realized is that, when humans interact with one another, because there's language, we think that we can change other people. We try to change other people, right? In the communication. But when you get a pet, you just accept that they are who they are. And you're not trying to change them.
But they accept you too.
And they accept you, exactly. And I think that I'm definitely more present to that with my pets now that I've directed this movie.
Bryce Dallas Howard, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, I really appreciate it. And thank you for watching it with your dog.
It was awesome, I appreciate you, and thank you so much for this project.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Ashen. Pets is streaming now on Disney+. When we come back, all eyes on the next wave of the WNBA, the must-see moments and can't-miss looks. And finally tonight is where dreams are made, the WNBA Draft.
The Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers, University of Connecticut.
College ball's biggest superstar, Paige Beckers, now the #1 overall draft pick, making it official with the Dallas Wings, capping off days of celebration after leading UConn to win the national championship.
Beckers banks it in!
And a victory parade over the weekend with tens of thousands of fans. Tonight, walking that orange carpet in New York City, the glitz, glamour, and life-changing moments.
The Seattle Storm select Dominique Malunga from France.
Like 6'6" phenom Dominique Malunga of France, only 19 years old, heading to Seattle to play for the Storm. The new generation of basketball superstars and their big hoop dreams, all coming to fruition in the Big Apple. Congratulations, hard-earned. That's Nightline for this evening. Watch our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.